If you've ever wished that there was a way to drill the fundamentals of firearms training from your very own couch, stick around because we're about to introduce you to the world of dry fire training. You can even keep the sweatpants on. Or off. We won't tell anyone. What is up, guys? My name is John with PewPewTactical.com, your definitive source for gun reviews, gear guides, and all things that go bang. Do you feel truly comfortable handling all of the firearms that you own? If so, great. But I would hazard a guess that the vast majority of us could always stand to practice more, especially in terms of perfecting the trigger pull. The good news, however, is that you don't always have to spend time or money at your local range to keep those motor skills fresh. For the uninitiated, dry fire training is the act of going through every step of shooting your gun exactly as you normally would, sans live ammo, which should be nowhere near you or your gun while you're dry firing. If you're new to shooting, you're likely going to be anticipating that loud bang and recoil in the form of a flinch, which can throw your shot off. Dry fire training is a fantastic way to work on the fundamentals of your trigger pulls, getting used to using the pad on the middle of your index finger to take up the trigger slack, slowly squeezing the trigger rearward until the trigger break surprises you, and following all the way through on that trigger pull. Pick a small object in your home, such as a light switch or a doorknob, or ideally something you only set up for dry firing. Then practice minimizing your iron sight movement while pulling the trigger until it breaks. This is useful, basic dry fire training, but please make sure you clear the gun each and every time you do it. There are countless stories abound of folks who wanted to train one more time after making their gun hot and wound up putting a hole through their wall. Now, contrary to popular belief, dry firing the gun isn't generally going to be bad for it unless you've got some sort of rimfire or a really old gun. If in doubt, you can always look around online beforehand, but you can rest assured that as long as you have a modern handgun and a commonly available centerfire cartridge, you should be good to go. Now that we've got all of that out of the way, let's play with lasers! While you can certainly focus on draw speed, reload times, and trigger pulls on a totally empty chamber, perhaps the easiest way to get real-time feedback on your flinching and target acquisition speed is the classic laser cartridge. Our favorite brand is LaserLyte, whose cartridge fits inside your barrel and provides a brief laser burst on every trigger pull, and comes in several different calibers. Paired with devices that react to lasers, such as LaserLyte's plethora of targets or Laser Ammo's Laser Pet, these laser setups provide a laser-safe, laser-easy, and laser-effective way to train from the comfort of your own home. If you'd like more in-depth data on what precisely you are doing wrong when you pull that trigger, look no further than the Mantis X. The Mantis X attaches to almost any gun with a rail, and pairs with your phone to tell you how to fix your flaws once it's identified them. For size comparison, the Mantis X is much smaller than a Giga Orange. Additionally, it also works with live ammo at the range as well, which is valuable if you find your performance between dry fire and live fire is considerably different. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel as we've got lots more on the way. Once again, my name is John with PewPewTactical, and we will see you next time.